In the beginning, God created the heavens and He created the earth. He created every living thing upon the earth. Thousands of years later, along comes myself, Ed Waters, and I created FreeCircle so I could bring you the fireside. We want to bring you truth with integrity, insight that's right, and stories that matter the most today. So climb on in, buckle up, let's take a ride on the fireside. Forgiveness. Finding forgiveness, it is true freedom. Understanding forgiveness is the key to everything when you are trying to start over. Forgiveness, it's not easy to do. The key I use often to help me find forgiveness, I turn to the Bible and I turn to the good word that says, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." I often reflect on those very words. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. That is so true. And when we figure that out, things start clicking in your life. In Ephesians 6, in the Bible, it tells you you have to put on the full armor of God. For we do not fight against flesh and blood. We fight principalities, wickedness in high places, these spirits. It's not easy. The trick, once you figure that out, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Boy, it puts a new step in your life, a new meaning, a new understanding. And yes, it does make you a totally different person, because you start looking around you and seeing that that is true. People don't understand what they're doing. They're in this balled up state, a confusion. They don't want to talk to each other. They don't want to take the time to understand each other. It's like you're under a big spell until you find out forgiveness. Forgiveness is freedom. Forgiveness, it's not easy. It really is not easy to do. Some people have had trespassers trespass against them that is just horrific. And yet, they somehow find a way to forgive. There is a trick. You've got to turn turn from what you're doing. Surround yourself with the right people. You are what you surround yourself with. Understand that. There's so much anger and violence in the world. All you've got to do is slow down and forgive. Understand those simple words. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. People get balled up. They're in a race. They're in a competition. And they throw all morals out the window. You've really got to slow down. You've got to see what you are actually chasing. You've got to learn to forgive. Once you find forgiveness, you start seeing things in a different light. And once we can actually slow down and look at ourselves and understand what we are doing to contribute to this mess we are in, forgiveness. It's not easy, but that's where it's got to start. And by the way, for a lot of us, the first person we should forgive is ourself, because that's where forgiveness needs to start. So once we figure out forgiveness, and remember those lovely words, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And under the circumstances that those words were even spoken into existence. Understand, none of us are perfect. We've all fallen short. And we all need forgiveness. I know I've trespassed on several people. And I beg and I hope and I plead for forgiveness. Until we can understand we have to ask for forgiveness to receive forgiveness. You don't always have to receive the request of forgiveness to forgive. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do.
And that's it for another FreeCircle podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you tune in for the next episode, because you never know what kind of edification is going to come your way. Make sure you go over to the website, freecircle.website. There's always informative information there. Check out our new edition, podcast.freecircle.website. That's where you're going to find all of our media content in a centralized area for your enjoyment. Share, make sure you tell everybody, and until next time, I'm Ed Waters with FreeCircle Podcast. Enjoy your day.